Hello everyone, today we're going to be making pickled beets. These beets are from my garden, and today I had already boiled them, and they are now cool and able to be peeled. So you just kind of peel the beets and then you just start slicing them. It's very, very easy to peel the beets. And then you just start slicing them, and this is what a bowl of sliced beets looks like. This is also sliced onion. Our pickled beet recipe that I'm going to be making today is my all-time favorite. It's an old New England recipe, and it is pickled beets with onions and cloves. And over here on my stove, I have the brine already starting. I'll post the recipe for this. It's basically just vinegar, sugar, and some whole cloves and cinnamon. And salt. I'm back. Hello. I have the beets all sliced up, the onions all chopped. I have the vinegar, salt, water, and cloves in the brine here. And I have this really nice brine. Now I'm going to add the onions into my brine, and I'm going to add the sliced cooked beets into my brine. And this will need to simmer for 10 minutes. And afterwards, we will be able to can these in the canner. Water bath for 30 minutes. Okay, so now we have our beets that have been simmering for about 10 minutes. It took about 5 minutes to get it to a simmer, and about 5 minutes simmering. So this is what they look like. Okay, and now we have over here in our canner, we have hot jars, and I'm going to be pulling those out and we will start canning the beets. As you can see here, we're filling the jars up with the beets and onions, and it's a 1/2 inch headspace. So I am going to check the headspace on this. Let's see, but first, before you check the headspace, you're supposed to take out the air bubbles. So you got to go around and take out air bubbles. And let's see what this one is measuring. This is approximately, that's good. That's a 1/2 inch right there. So that's what we want all the jars to look like. Now that we checked them all and made sure that they were a 1/2 inch headspace, and we also got all the air bubbles out of them, you now take a damp cloth and you wipe the tops of the rims to make sure that there's nothing there that's going to cause an issue with the lids going on the jars. Okay, now you want to take one of these nifty little magnet things and go over to your canner that they have been in, and you're going to grab one at a time and place them on top of your jars. The lid's on, and I'm not over tightening them. The jars are a little hot, so I'm holding onto the jars with a rag. Now keep in mind, all these jars were in the canner simmering. They were washed, thoroughly washed and very clean, and simmering in the hot water to disinfect them before the beets were added to them. Okay, so now I have the jars with the beets, 1/2 inch headspace, nice clean hot jars with nice beets and onions brought up to a simmer. Putting them right into the canner. This is going to be water bathed for 30 minutes. I will give the recipe at the very end so that you can make them yourself. Okay, now we're going to bring this right up to a boil. And the water should be an inch above the jars.